My name is Jennifer. I'm a survivor of human trafficking. I grew up in a small suburb outside of Dallas, kind of like upclass neighborhood. During my childhood, I was sexually abused by an immediate family member. Pretty much as far back as I can remember, like 3, I think it started. It just like progressively got worse, and I tried to tell my mom about it when I was about 11, and she didn't believe me. She kept sending me back out to my grandparents' house. I finally got tired of it, so I ran away. So whenever I ran away, it was like late fall, early winter. It was cold and it was rainy, and I was like the little convenience store, and somebody picked me up. Said he was gonna give me something to eat and take me home, and let me get warm with his wife or whatever. And he turned out to be a pimp, and he put me on the streets at 11. The only people I really had to reach out to whenever I was running away, the cop, I would be taken to like apartment complexes. So most of the time it was apartment complexes. Sometimes like on the street. The cops would notice that you're obviously too young to be out there at 2 in the morning when you're 11 or 12. So I would get arrested as a runaway and taken to this place called Lee Tot. It's like a runaway kind of detention center, I guess. So those were the people I had to reach out to, as the employees there, counselors, and they were the first ones that ever really did anything about it. And whenever you're in that situation, it becomes kind of like what's it called, like Stockholm Syndrome, where you become like kind of end up relating, and you need those people. Like, the first one got me hooked on crack at 11 and heroin at 12. So it becomes like a relationship where I need him, because I was addicted to heroin, and that's the kind of drug you have to have. So you want to do things to please this person, so they keep giving you the drugs. There's kind of like a hierarchy, I guess, to the way it goes. So like the girl that's been with him the longest, it's called like a bottom bitch. I would be kind of like, I guess, under her care, maybe you could say. The only person I could really take off with would be her or him. But being with her is just like being with him. Yeah, it's kind of what you kind of strive to reach that position, just because those girls have the most, I guess, the most freedom. They kind of get to boss everybody else around, pretty much. It's a lot less, they make it look a lot less forced, like they're there because they want to be, I would say, if you've been there that long, it's maybe not because you enjoy it, but because that's becoming normal. So the first time I encountered healthcare, I got picked up as a runaway, and this time I got sent to juvenile instead of Lee Tot, and I had an STD. So I would think one of the red flags of maybe a child that's put in dangerous situation like human trafficking would be a 12-year-old with an STD. I can't tell them who I got it from. Can't tell them, like, these are questions that they ask you, like, how many sexual partners have you had? Do you have any STDs? Like, stuff like that. And I can't answer any of the questions because at 12, my number's probably like 100 or something. They don't even like bat an eye at it. It was nothing to them. Like, it's something they deal with every day. Like, that was one of the times when I was with a violent pimp, and I would have, like, I needed somebody to not save me, but save me, And the second time, probably one of the hardest things that's happened to me. I was raped at gunpoint in Oak Cliff, and the cops came and they took me to the hospital. And I heard the cop and the doctor that was providing my healthcare, like laughing. He was like, "So, did you get raped, or did they just not pay you?" And they didn't take anything I was going through serious, and like, I was really traumatized. I was really scared. I had to run away from that guy, and I thought I was gonna die that day. And just the person that's supposed to be helping me and protecting me, making a joke out of it, it really affected me. Even though haven't been actively trafficked in over 10 years, the effects are still strong today. I've never had any job history, work history, so I can't get a job anywhere. I've been addicted to heroin since I was 12. I'm 34. I can't have normal, like, healthy relationships. Whenever you're that young and the person supposed to protect you is the one that's hurting you, it really gives you a skewed vision on, you know what sex is. It's supposed to be something enjoyable and meaningful. And I mean, to me, like holding hands would be more intimate than having intercourse with somebody. I would really hope that the education would change what's going on. It's like epidemic, you know. People think it's something that happens over in third world countries. It happens, you know, in a little quiet suburb, to your babysitter, to your daughter, to your neighbor. Like, it can happen to anybody. It's not just like some remote thing we see in movies. It's real. I mean, now there's a lot more resources available than there was whenever I was young. I mean, it's been 20 years of hopefully positive growth in this field. And people like you are doing the most, you know, like helping the victims. As I got older, you know, I wanted to make a difference. Like, whenever I was young, and the places that I would go to, the people that I was expected to talk to and spill my life story to, you know, I didn't relate to them at all. I think if there's somebody like me, whenever I was younger, that I could relate to, you know, that I felt like they got me, I would be more willing to be vulnerable in front of them and tell them what's happening. I want to be that person for somebody else. I want to be able to use my story for good and be able to help somebody.